when I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep.
And we are live on Joy 99.7 FM. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobea Biritwum. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Last week we started a very interesting. We were reminiscing on the various ways that we listen to music and how it has evolved over the years. We spoke about the different gadgets that we had, some Discman, Walkman, and even the radio. And I had with me Samuel Boateng, and we went into this. We had you send through some messages. Tonight, we are going to have a part 2 of that conversation because we want to check what the current ways are and to teach you around some tips and ways that you can go ahead and access some of these streaming platforms. I have again with me Samuel Boateng as my guest. He is the content creator for interesting digital trends, and we will be getting into the conversation shortly. But before we do that, we would like to share with you what has been happening in the tech space in the past week. So take a listen to the emerging tech trends. We will be back after that.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Emerging Tech Trends on Joy Geek Squad. My name is Denisia Poma Eje. In our headlines, Spotify tests AI audiobook recaps and LinkedIn launches AI-powered people search. Also, Fortnite joins Xbox PC App Store. And finally, WhatsApp prepares third-party messaging in EU. Let's settle for the details now. Spotify is piloting AI-generated audiobook recaps that offer short summaries to help listeners remember key plot points. The feature is designed to make it easier to jump back into books after breaks, appearing on select titles for testing. LinkedIn has introduced an AI-driven people search for US premium subscribers. The tool lets users find professionals by describing what they are looking for in natural language rather than using filters, making talent discovery more intuitive. Fortnite is officially launching on the Xbox PC app with crossplay and access similar to the Epic Game Store version. Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will also get Fortnite crew benefits at no extra cost, including the pass, V-Bucks, and monthly skins. And finally, WhatsApp will soon enable messaging with third-party apps in the EU to comply with the Digital Markets Act. Meta says messages will remain end-to-end encrypted, with the rollout expected in March as Meta finalizes technical and privacy protections. And that's it for this week's episode of Emerging Tech Trends on Joy Geek Squad. My name is Denisia Poma Eje. I will catch you same time next week.
Welcome back. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobea Biritwum. Tonight we are having a conversation on the digital music revolution from CDs to streaming. And I have with me Samuel Boateng, the content creator for interesting digital trends. Samuel, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Before we get into our conversation, I just want us to touch a bit on the Cloudflare's outage and its effect on platforms. A lot has been going on concerning that. Your thoughts?
You can see Elon Musk bragging the last time when AWS went off. Was making noise that his platform never goes off. But, I mean...
Today, because of...
cloud services are something that the internet really relies on.
Yeah.
I feel like eventually to get to your turn very soon.
Yeah.
Everybody has a way or a platform that we rely on when we are trying to pass network system through whatever for cybersecurity reasons and data storage and stuff like that. That also draws my attention to the fact that there's a local service for cloud storage here in Ghana. I don't know if you've heard of it. So I had a conversation during the GDIW event that happened recently. I met this local storage service guy here in Ghana talking about the fact that Ghana needs to find a way of saving its local data here without it going up on the internet, so that if anything happens, like how the internet
Let's
was
just
off.
give some backstory, at least for those listening and may not be aware of what
Okay,
happened.
so the Cloudflare is a security service or cloud service that kind of like protects a website and its users. So there's a lot of something called bots. So a lot of people usually engage with websites by trying to force their way into the website to get data, information, and so many things. And sometimes try to just shut down the server or what is running behind the website. In order to control that, there is something that they created, like a security, like a wall, firewall, to protect the website. And that's one of the main services that does that is Cloudflare, as they call it. Yeah, so I don't know if you ever browse before you realize that you open this, are you a robot? Sometimes it's just
Usually
looks like
you even
that.
see the name there,
Yes, and the right Cloudflare, and
Yeah.
just loads a bit. And depending on how you move your mouse or how you behave, after it pops up, it's able to determine if you're a human being or not. So it's a very important service that most websites cannot do without, because if they do, they'll be breached. So it's like there's a service that does protection. So I think a bit of X uses that, a bit of some other platforms also rely on that. So apart from AWS, that is also there in addition, and Microsoft Azure, yeah. So it did happen today that it went off for a while, and that affected a bit of X and other platforms. I say 1 out of 5 websites, big websites.
That's like 20%,
Yes, rely on such
the
services. And
Cloudflare,
is known for that.
So, unfortunately, it was out for some time. So those who were bragging, like sometimes we'll sit on this show and people say you cannot be 100% sure.
Yes.
Today was a
Technology
very
is
good
technology,
example.
I mean.
Exactly, exactly.
That is why as I mentioned, we need to find a way to, if you have important information, especially something that relates to Ghana, having local cloud storage or local data setups will be very, very important for us. I think we should consider that too.
That's a good point. Tonight's conversation is a continuation of what we started last week about the digital music revolution. You can join the conversation on the WhatsApp number 055 997 055 997. How do you listen to songs or music in this current digital age? How do you listen to songs or music in this current digital age? You can share with us on the WhatsApp number 055 997. Tonight we are talking about the current state and how we listen to the different streaming platforms that are available when it comes to music. So we are just going to start with the main ways people listen to music today. Somewhere that's what we want to talk about. Let's talk about the different aspects. Last week we did a lot about memory lane and all that. The current state, what are we doing?
Yeah, as exciting as it was when we talk about the gramophone and vinyls, things have changed, and it's exciting to even see it now. That's the past exciting, the present exciting. Now we've currently shifted to the streaming, which is more it's like the cloud-based stuff you just spoke about. Music not on your phone, but on the internet. It's made in a way that you're able to service or have music listened to by a lot of people without them needing to go to a store to purchase. And even that same time you release, everybody can have access to it. So you can make your money as quickly as possible and also have a lot of listeners following you almost every step of your journey. So we have platforms like Spotify, Boomplay, and if you're out there, you're thinking that you've never used such service before, actually, I like yourself. If you ever play music on YouTube, you are part of the gang.
Yeah.
So everyone out there is especially exploring such platforms. You can't do without it now because everyone, even I don't know if you've ever gone to a party where the DJ is playing music and then some adverts will appear.
It's so not cool.
It's all part of the streaming thing. So DJs are even finding shortcuts trying to use those platforms to play the music.
But
Everybody's involved now.
Thinking about it right now, what was it like for them back then? We spoke a bit about that, but now they have access to these different platforms, so they can just go download, be connected to it live, and then be playing alongside. The only thing is, depending on which platform, you have
Yes.
adverts being played.
Yes. So at first maybe you had the hottest music because you knew where the source of the music was.
Yes.
It would take some time before someone go download it and share it.
Yes.
Hey, this guy saw the new music. I have to now go and beg him to
Yeah,
copy for you
yeah.
and stuff. And if his storage is good, he has the best music from now to the olden days. He's like the G, but now anybody can play any song
Anyone.
for any time at all because you have access to
In
this
fact, I
platform.
can just be a DJ by going on my phone and connecting to a
on.
Bluetooth.
Once you've paid for it,
speaker
you can
somewhere.
play it. Now you can even arrange the playlist in a way that everyone will think you're a DJ. You just have to just arrange it. So.
Yeah. We'll be
With the
talking.
help of AI, it even makes it worse.
You know,
Yeah.
we'll be breaking all these things down. So just stay with us on the show tonight. I want us to talk about how different the various streaming platforms are. You've mentioned Spotify, you've mentioned a bit about YouTube. Can we just talk about what makes each of them different, basically?
So, I might not know all of it, but I think the main
The
differences
key ones that we have here.
is reliance on services. So each one of them have their own concentration, what they are focused on in terms of what they want to service. For example, I have used Apple Music and Spotify for a while, and I realized the difference between the qualities. There's always an argument on that. People say Apple has more quality than Spotify.
It's an opinion.
According
It's,
to the
it's
theory, according to what is actually written in theory, Apple has higher quality in terms of the lossless audio that they use to upload their sound. So it's kind of like a bit heavier. But even in this heaviness, the truth is, we will get to that question, I think. There's a portion of, I think last week I spoke about this, the quality of what you use to listen to the music.
Yeah.
If that is not set,
The device.
I mean, if you buy 10 CDs earpiece in the traffic and you are using Apple and Spotify, you might not even know the difference.
It's true.
You get it?
It's true.
But the truth is, if you're able to load the music fully from each platform, it is said that Apple has higher how do you call it? Quality in terms of the music. It's quite different if you are a simple user, you might not even be able to feel it that much. So,
Okay.
yeah, but it is known for that, and because of how it also works very seamlessly with its devices, people also prefer it when it comes to people using the Apple device and itself.
Yeah.
So Siri works very well with it, and so on and so forth. And then when it comes to Spotify is more free range, and you're able to create your own curated playlist, and it has its own beneficial services. One of the things that makes it different from Apple is that one you can have free
Version of it, yeah.
Where there's adverts being played. That's what the hotels and the bars have been making
You
mistake
know.
with. So instead of them paying for the subscription, sometimes you enter a bar and you are there and listen to music and some adverts will appear in the middle.
So
you
not
wonder
cool.
what's going on. Yeah, it's quite cheap if you're able to just use your credit card to pay for it. I mean, your debit card. Or even sometimes, what's the point we're using Momo? Yeah, but I think they've gone back to the debit card now. And it only takes like 30 CDs or 35 CDs or so per month for the Spotify. So it's quite cheap. I think they even have a student package for it. It's quite cheap. It's very good for creating, playlist. And now they're adding AI features for the DJ and stuff like that. And when it comes to Boomplay is more focused on African
Settings and
setting.
music.
Almost
Yeah.
exciting. African setting. Where one can enjoy music that is more curated towards the African person. It's like it was made for Africans, made by Africans, something like that. So that the content is of the understanding more than the Spotify and the rest are probably outside in terms of US and stuff like that. But these people are local, so they think more on the local. So their support is more on the local music. So if you want to be someone who wants to support the local music, and think of Boomplay. And you realize that their playlist and the suggestions that they give you are more curated towards the local music in Africa, certain and stuff. Yeah, so that's one thing that makes them. Those are the things that make them different from each
A
other.
bit different.
Yeah.
And then YouTube Music too. That's my go-to now. I used to really be an Apple Music person, but now it's
Okay, you tell us why.
the YouTube Music, because I subscribe to the YouTube Premium and it
Okay.
comes with it.
Okay.
So I didn't see why I should continue having two different music platforms, basically.
Okay.
So let me also ask you, listening into us, do you use YouTube Music or any of these platforms that we are talking about? And what are some of the, I would say, what do you like about them? What are some of the things that you like to share? Your experiences using some of these platforms that we are talking about. You can share with us on the WhatsApp number 055 1111 997 055 1111 997. So like I was saying, it's just interesting, the fact that you have an option to pay for a premium service and then you'll not be hearing ads.
Yeah.
Initially, the YouTube Music didn't have a lot of songs, but now they've seen that people used to go to
Yeah.
YouTube
To go
and
and play
listen.
music, yeah.
Exactly.
So
So
now
now
you
they've
can,
created a YouTube
yeah,
music, which is
live
also
concerts and stuff,
exactly,
remixes,
exactly.
covers that usually when you put it on Spotify or some platform they will be accept. Yeah, I think.
You get them there,
Yeah.
and over there you have access to either view it as a video or
Just
just
minimize it.
audio. Exactly, and it's just cool. So let's talk about this. Do people still download songs, or has streaming completely taken over?
So you know how technology works, right? It gradually fades when it's getting to a certain point.
Mm.
Some people still use floppy disks. It's dead but not that dead yet. So it's like a curve.
Mm-hmm.
It dies out slowly while the peak the many masses are trying to use the new one. And there's some people who are always ahead of us too in the AI music world right now. So it's like the ending of the peak when you look at this is those who are now letting go of the old music.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some people still using downloaded music. I mean, a lot of old family members who are I know personally who are not necessarily into this kind of streaming thing might want to download their music and have it on their play, especially those who use Android on their players to play to enjoy. Um, the process of getting locally downloaded music on your iTunes on the phone is a bit more.
I'm just thinking about what we used to do back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
We would download songs and put them on their PCs and be playing them.
It's a bit more hectic now than to just get it. Yeah, and it's like you have to force yourself to get a player to be able to get access to such music. So it's still there, but it's fading out.
Interesting. Yeah, it's fading out like you're saying, because hardly will you get people. Back then it would be with flash drives going to copy songs, and then you come and put them on and then we
Yeah.
playing. I'm sure some people still do it, but not as much as it used to
My
be.
older sister always makes me download music for her. Apart from that music, she doesn't have any music again. That's
You
all.
know, that would be
Yeah,
the thing too.
yeah,
Unless you get a fresh list.
yeah.
Oh
I
my.
say, have you heard this song? Also, I mean, I don't. I don't have this. I'm like, why can't you have like, you have
You've
access
not,
to YouTube?
you know, no, unless
Play
you
it.
download and give it
Play
to
it.
me.
When a song comes on TikTok, she can never get it unless you go and download it for her.
Oh
Like,
wow.
you more TikToks. I'm better than like,
How- she needs to be
yeah,
informed.
but I think if those people are more exposed to the platforms, it's very easy for them to switch if they just give themselves the chance.
So I think that's why we are even having some of these conversations. So it's not just about hearing the song and then now trying as hard as possible to have someone download it for you. You can use either the Spotify or Apple Music. All these, you can even just search them out if you don't have access to them. There are applications that you can even download onto your phones, or some of them even come with the phones depending on the brand of the phone that you have. You can just download them. YouTube Music is there, Boom Play is there, Spotify, Apple Music, and have access to these.
Yeah.
You don't have to even pay for some of them. So as we are having the conversations, if you are one who is probably really into music, but every time you have to look for people to download it for you, then it's a good time to start, exploring the things that we are talking about. I want us to talk a bit about Bluetooth technology. We touched on it just briefly earlier, that depending on the device that you are using, you know, how you listen to the music, the differences and all that, depending on the streaming platform, you not even notice. So can we just talk about how it has changed, how we listen to music, like in cars, in our homes, and, you know, sometimes even having earbuds and earpieces and all that.
So Bluetooth has grown over time. People think Bluetooth is the same Bluetooth. There's Bluetooth 5 and so on.
Yes.
It has grown. It has changed over time. Yeah. At first, when it started, the amount of the frequency that they used to transfer could dampen the quality of the music down a bit. Yeah. But now it has improved to a certain point where you can have multiple devices connected to one device playing music at the same time.
Yeah.
All the devices can be paired and they can play that same music without any loss that's happening. Yeah. So Bluetooth has changed over time, and if you have a good device that is up to the current, that is the only reason why we are forced to buy new devices all the time. Because it's like some of the old devices have their old chips. They are chips like, how do I say it? It's like a part of the board that is called the Bluetooth. It receives information wirelessly and converts it to actual readable information to the machine or whatever you're using. So that's the only reason why you'll be forced to buy a new headset. Not because your headset doesn't work. It's because you might want to get an upgraded version where it can pick up the music properly without it breaking. Sometimes you are sitting in the car and then you get to a particular point in the city, then something interferes with it.
It's true.
Yes, you can hear that it's breaking, like, is it on low battery? It might be just the Bluetooth version you're using. you don't think you're using very old ones, you can end up listening to someone's music in the car. So it's good for us to upgrade, get new chips on your devices so they can actually hear the music that someone created. Sometimes it's very painful. There's a song that someone uploaded on YouTube, and you can, uploaded on Spotify.
Okay.
If you can hear the song on, how do you call it?
Apple Music or where?
IG.
Okay.
I played he makes reels with IG.
Okay.
You hear the song on IG and the quality is different from the song you hear on Spotify. So it's just because of the quality he uploaded. It's so heavy that if your Bluetooth is not able to transfer the data well, you will not be able to hear it properly, and you might not be able to enjoy the music as supposed to come out. So Bluetooth has changed, and everywhere that we have the device, the hardware, they feel like you need to just upgrade.
I mean, just in your submission right now, you spoke about the fact that you're in a car, you're listening in your earbuds with your earbuds or earpiece, and can we say that people are shifting towards using of earbuds more now rather than having speakers? Because it was a thing back then, to have your sound system and then we play music through that. How is that going as a people?
I think it's crazy and fun. Why? Let's talk about the funniest thing that's happening right now. Opening of, let me call it silent clubs. Have you heard of those ones? Where you go, everyone
people
puts on
go,
headset.
yes, will have.
Yes.
They'll be listening to the music in there. When you are there, you not hear the music, but people are dancing too.
People's feet jumping up and down, rustling clothes and all that. But the actual music itself, everybody just
the place can be quiet.
Very good. It's like a fair share of the music. Everybody gets it perfectly. I think it's interesting. It shows a bit of the future and what's about to happen. Apart from that too, I think people being able to control what they hear on their own at any time that they want. It's quite the top reason why people want to end up on the earbuds and headsets. Why? Because if I'm sitting in church, and then, for example, you come from the house, let me just go a bit Christian now, and you are concentrated on some scripture you read. Oh Lord, something. You just sit in the car. Like your mind is like exactly the contrast between what you just felt inside you and what you sat in. You get my point. So for you to be able to control the kind of things that you hear, that's why many people are shifting to that point. You're all being forced to. You are not a Rastaman, but you just sit in the car and whoever is making you a Rastaman at that very moment. I mean,
I experienced that just recently.
You got it. Right? The freedom to listen to whatever you want is what is forcing us to get to that point. And it being wireless and free makes it exciting.
Yeah, I think that's what makes the wireless ones too. Really exciting to use.
They are about to die, but they still risk it to listen to whatever they want. It's the freedom that comes.
You're about to die. We have to be careful too. It's so important.
Traffic with the headsets on. I'm like, what?
That's so true. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobea Biritwum. I'm having a conversation with Samuel Boateng, content creator for interesting digital trends. You can be sending your messages and join the conversation on the WhatsApp number 05511119997. We have a message from Ernest. He said, I simply use YouTube Music because it's free and I see no reason why I should pay for the music for personal listening. Okay, the trick is if you are using a laptop and you are not facing the window on which the music is playing, the ad doesn't come in. Oh, okay. So I listen while I work without ads. This is from Ernest. That's an interesting one. So that's a tip for you.
I think he has an ad block. He doesn't know that he has it.
It's possibly the ad being blocked. But you can also try it based on the trick that he has.
I have two different browsers. There's one without the ad block. Anytime you play music without mistakenly, if I go and open that one and play music, whether it's on it or not, it will
so come.
Yes, but I will advise this guy. I'm begging you, please try and help the other musicians to get money small by paying.
Just play it.
Yes, because I mean, sometimes even they make music and they've all stopped selling CDs, and you are the one trying to always get them find a trick to playing the music. I mean, you say you're a fan of Black Hole or whoever, right? And you are not letting him get money from you through any means. Why are you a fan?
The arts. That's what
because if you don't pay, he loses money. It's only in Africa that we are used to piracy and dodging things that.
But for him, he gets a chance to listen to the music just because he's not on that window. So probably he doesn't even know it's because the ad is being. He's listening to it, so he's also patronizing anyway.
Well,
it's only the ad that is not coming through.
YouTube is able to music on YouTube is free. It's because of ads.
Some people are paying for it, with ads.
Even without those who are paying it, it's ads. So The
Sure,
adverts will
we
come
have
in.
another message from Kwesi Inka. So I said, I use eSound to download the music and play it offline, and it's very nice. It is used to download music from YouTube as well. eSound. Oh, okay. This is from Chrissy. Thanks for sharing that with us. If you're joining in, you can also share with us what are some of the ways or what are some of the platforms that you use to stream music now. Share with us, and any tips that you have or experiences that you have had, you can share with us on the WhatsApp number 055 997. We have another message that I still download music. Okay. If the project is good and I like it, I stream to make the creator some money, then download afterwards. Also, I doubt downloading music will completely fade out because them pirates are still selling. It's true. If there aren't a market for it, how are they still selling? It looks like everyone is streaming, while the reality is a lot of people are not. That's true. That's true. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. Any feedback on that? Some
Well, I don't know. This guy is playing the I'm in, I'm out kind of game, but I believe at least he gets to pay for a bit of it, which is quite interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we have another message from Nubian Base, New York, USA. Said I use Amazon Music by default, basically because I subscribe to Prime, okay, which comes with other benefits. But that aside, on an Android phone, it comes with an equalizer, which enables me fine tune the sound. Wonder though if people use Pandora in Ghana.
Yes,
People
yes.
still
Prime
use it.
music. Yes, 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 yes.
Um,
It's quite
okay.
interesting when you are given a chance to do the EQing. If you really understand music, that part makes it more exciting. You get to tune the same song that someone mastered somewhere in your own style.
And then you listen to it. Yeah. Okay. So this also another. That's a question. Said hi. Okay. Said, do I pay if I watch ads when playing games and music? This is the question that the
Yeah,
person
so
asked.
it's what I was saying earlier. When you watch those ones, you are actually making money for the person, because the companies pay money to show you ads. When your music is playing and the ad comes in between or even before or whatever, what it does is that it's counted as part of your how do you call it? You've given access for the companies to be able to show somebody something.
Yeah.
It was because of your interesting video that someone clicked on it. So they give a small percentage of it to the owner of the account.
Yeah.
That's how they're able to pay somebody on YouTube. Not because person know done so well. Because you have high views, mean that high people, normal people
We'll
watch
be
an
seeing
ad.
the ads and
Yes.
then they get
That's how you're
paid for it.
Not
Yeah.
because they say that you have done well. Wow, let's give you money
Yeah, it's because
for
of
1
the
million
ads.
views.
That's
No, it's because of the ads.
yeah, that's true. And then for those who don't want to watch the ads, you rather pay a
Directly
token for
to cut
that.
it out.
So that's when you pay for
Yes, yes,
YouTube
yes.
Premium. When you pay YouTube Premium, you have access to the different platforms like the YouTube Music, and then you can listen to them without any ads. That's if that's what you want, you know. Because sometimes you are there. Anyway, so yeah, we'll continue with our conversation, talking a bit about data usage and then some saving tips and then practical listening that we have available. So, what are some simple ways to reduce data usage when streaming music? I think it's so important because if we are really telling people to be streaming music, then they should have a way to reduce data usage. Can we share those?
I think it's quite simple. You'll be able to go to your Spotify to reduce some of the quality you are playing in. So as I said, depending on the device you are using, if you are having a device that if you are having high quality music playing or low quality or whatever, you might not be able to tell the difference. You enjoy the music as to go, like then you shouldn't worry yourself playing high quality or lossless music, because it is just a waste of your data. So you can go to your settings and then take your time, just turn the quality down, and you can what the interesting part is that you can test it out. You have the opportunity to, so you lower it, you play it out. If you see the difference between the two, that means that you're actually saving yourself some data, because instead of playing one music to take like 5 megabytes away, you end up taking like 1 megabyte. You can play like 5 different music at the same time instead of just one. So you go to your settings and then you can dial it down. Data saving and offline music can also help you a lot with your, so if there's a particular song that you listen over and over and over and over again, you can just go download it offline and you can play it offline mode. And if you are also using
Yeah.
your
So
cellular data,
let's just go through a a bit. The
Okay.
settings and then yeah.
So
based
depending on the
what you are
platform
saying.
you're using, let's take Spotify for instance. You tap on the profile, you see the settings and privacy section on it's on the left hand side. The settings and privacy, you tap on that, and then just after the account, there's data saving and offline.
Mhm.
If you're able to tap on that too, you will notice there's offline mode,
Yeah.
offline access,
Yeah.
data saver. So you just the easiest one is to just tap on the lower data saver at the top. What it does is that it brings down the amount of quality of this thing. You know, I tell you the truth, you
You
might
may
not even
not
notice
see the difference. Yeah.
So it lowers the streaming quality and disables other features that will take away your data, like video previews. If you open Spotify, sometimes on the person's account, there's some small video that's playing in the corner,
Yeah.
just to give you that feel of whatever the person is doing. You can turn it off by turning on the data saver, and it will save you a lot. I personally like the offline music because there's some certain people that I play almost all the time. There's an album that I want to listen all the time, so I turn it on and download that particular song or album to play it over and over and over again. If I have enough space on my device, that will help me. If not, then I'll just go back to the normal Wi-Fi. And then you can also go to downloading and streaming. That one too, you can download over cellular or turn it off. That means that it's only playing offline music when you're having your mobile data turned on.
Yeah.
Immediately you join Wi-Fi, you can just play the online music.
Yeah.
So that is also a great feature. If you have a lot of Wi-Fi, maybe at the office or at home, that you paid for unlimited internet, but on your way around when you're transporting yourself from one place to another,
Mhm.
you could just turn that off so that you don't use your normal data to be listening to music. Or sometimes you just waste your data because you have some offline that you can play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from time to time, that's what you're supposed to be checking if that is there. And then also audio download. Some platforms have auto download from Wi-Fi. You can turn that on. That means that only when you're using Wi-Fi are you able to download the music. Yeah, so that's it.
All right. Okay. So I'll also be sharing with us how you can also save your mobile data on YouTube. So with that, streaming can really eat data fast. So here's how you can control it. You can open the YouTube app and then you go to settings and then data saving. Then you can set the videos to standard definition, that's SD. And then you'll be able to download clips when you are on Wi-Fi to watch offline. So that's another way you can download the videos that you want and then watch them rather than just watching them directly or on the go. You can download them and then you can also set the quality, that's to standard definition. Based on that, you'd also reduce the data usage. So that's another way that you can go around that on YouTube. So let's talk about, I mean, playlists, personalization, and then discovery. We've touched on it a bit. But before we get into that conversation, it is that time of the year where Joy FM Family Party in the Park is around the corner. It's that exciting time. Again, Joy FM's Family Party in the Park is back. Bigger, better, and besting with fun for everyone. Come with the whole family on 26th December 2025 as we take over the Ebrik Botanical Gardens from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. for a full day of laughter, games, music, and unforgettable memories. Get ready for family cooking contests, sack races, dancing competitions, treasure hunts, and many other exciting activities for kids and adults alike. Indulge in mouth-watering local dishes at the Ghana Food Village. Enjoy the authentic high life and Jama experience at Daddy's Corner with the incredible Kwampa band and dance the day away as Ghana's finest DJs play the best hits. And of course, look forward to Kwabna Kwabna and other top performers lighting up the stage with electrifying live music. It's a full day of family, food, and festive energy, the ultimate way to celebrate the season. Ticket details coming soon. Joy FM Family Party in the Park 2025. Let's make memories that last a lifetime. So get ready this month of December. We'll continue with our conversation on the the digital music revolution. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobea Biritwum, and I'm having a conversation with Samuel Boateng, content creator for interesting digital trends. You can join the conversation by sending a message to the WhatsApp number 055 1111997. How do you listen to music currently? Share some of the platforms that you use with us and your experience, or some tips that you want other listeners or viewers to also learn from. So, someone coming back to the playlist and then discovery and personalization. We spoke a bit about playlists. So, let's talk a bit, just for someone who maybe has been an old school person, right? How do playlists work? And then why are they such a big part of modern listening when it comes to music?
Okay, so before we leave the Apple Music people out, I just want to mention this. You go to your settings. In your settings, you see a search button. Just type Apple Music, and then inside Apple Music, that's when you get to, because if you go to the profile on the music app itself, you might not get access to this. So the settings, your actual Apple settings, your phone settings, you search for Apple Music, and then in there you notice there's when you scroll down, you see audio quality, and you open it. As you tap on it, you notice lossless audio turned on. You can turn it off to just save some data. With the Wi-Fi streaming, you can also turn the quality down from that's what for Wi-Fi there is not your data, but let's say you are the one who buy the data on the Wi-Fi. You can turn down from lossless to something of a lower quality. And then the same thing for the downloads. The downloads, if you are someone who also downloads the music using their data, you can turn down the quality of the how do you call it, the downloads from high quality or something else to a lower one to also save you. So that anytime you download something that is can save your data.
Yeah, that's so important.
Yeah.
So now we can get back to the playlist conversation. Yeah.
So playlist is like the olden days. Those are the things that makes the DJ. Okay, it's how you arrange the song.
Yeah.
And how it makes you feel when you are listening to them. Sometimes the only extra thing that they do that makes them different is the connection between the music. How do I play this one to join this one?
Yeah.
But
it's not like it will end and there's
some
moments of silence before.
We don't want the normal next one. No,
DJ by your day.
So you must make sure that your music is arranged in such a way that people can, you yourself, you can enjoy it to the maximum. And sometimes you don't always listen to an album continuously, so you listen from this person to that person to that person. Your favorite 5 artists can have a mix. What happens is that it's like creating a list of songs you can write, like how in the olden days you write it down. When I play Kojo Mains, I can play this one after this one. This time you can go to the app and then create what we call, should we manually do that?
Yeah.
On the show?
Yeah, I think we can just walk through.
Okay, so if you're able to, let's say you have
you can
Spotify,
walk through it, yeah.
Whilst you're doing this, let me just mention that you can also find playlist online. Someone can share the playlist with you.
Different platforms, you can create playlists on them. So based on whatever you have, it may not necessarily be what he's talking about. Even on YouTube, you can you can have a playlist. You can create one there as well. Yeah.
So if you open Spotify now, if your app is updated, you see the plus at the right corner. You say it's create. When you tap on it, you have various options in terms of creating how do you call it, playlist. There's the main playlist, the usual one, collaborative playlist, where you have a lot of friends add music on it. It's like if you have a group of friends who listen to music, you have common interest. They can add, remove, arrange, rearrange the songs in a way that everybody can listen to. There's blend, where you can combine people's taste of music into yours and then see how it goes. And then there's the new one, this AI playlist, which is something I really, really, really find interesting. You can tell the AI the mood you are in, and because of how you play your music over the years or months you've been on the platform, it's able to tell the kind of music that will go with that energy. So if you want any music for gymming, you can tell the AI you want gymming music, and you can go through all your playlists and pick music that can very good for that tempo. You want music that you want to cry to. You've been trying to look for something, you don't find some.
Something really, is that an example you can give?
Well, there's a portion in my life where I really wanted to listen to music that can make me calm down and sad. Because I needed to cry. I mean, I heard someone post something today, said only your pillow knows the emotional status of your life. So I wanted to join that position, so I was like, I need something that can make me sad a bit, because I'm already sad. I can't play. Let's not go there. Okay, so you can tap any of this and the jam, listen together from anywhere. Okay, so the first one is the one that we want to deal with. So you just tap on playlist. What happens is that you can give it a name. Let's call it Joy FM playlist.
Yeah, you can give any name to your playlist too.
And you tap on the create, and when you're done, you just have to add music. So immediately you create the playlist, you are given a recommendation. depending on what you listen to already. So it will come under recommended songs. You can just tap on the plus on the side if you see that that's the kind of music you want to use. If not, you just add to this playlist. You just hit a plus, and then you can search any song at all. If it's 90s, 90s playlist you want to create, just get the musician's name or the song, or even if you remember the part of the lyric, you can just type it in there. And let's say my home. Just type my home, and then they start listing. There's a Whiskey, there's Miles Smith, there's Shatawale, My Homeland, there's Jonathan Michael, I Left My Home, a whole lot of other musicians, anything that goes with My Home. As long as you can hit a plus on the side, it adds to it. And immediately you add one song, it's able to determine, okay, this kind of song I think he might like.
Yeah.
So they also recommend that
Suggest
again.
you.
But you can keep adding and adding. And this does not end it. As you're playing music, anytime on your Spotify, there's a plus button on the side. You can just tap on it at any time. So the playlist is not permanent. Once you're listening to music and someone mentions any music anytime, you can go back to that same position and add it. Or once you're playing any music that is recommended, or you're just listening randomly, well, oh, I can actually add a song too. I actually have a playlist for my wedding, which I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know why I said it here, but I have a playlist for my wedding, even though I'm not ready for that yet. What happens is that every time I see any music that goes with love and it's, my kind of vibe, and I feel like it's good enough, and I can dance to it, I can picture my wedding day. I just tap on that plus and go to my wedding and add it. So my DJ won't suffer. There's all these songs selected for that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
So,
sounds good.
Yeah. And anyone, I have a lot of people also usually ask for, what kind of music do you listen to? Because when I'm playing music out loud, and so for that, I create a playlist and share with them. Same thing.
So that's just how to go about it, and it's on the different platforms. All you have to do is to just find where to create the playlist. On YouTube Music, you just have to go to library. You have the option for new and then playlist. You can go ahead and create the playlist. The rest just follows as such. You give a name to it, and then you can add the songs that you want to add to it there. So
We do Apple Music.
yes, you can go ahead
So
and
we
do
open Apple Music, and then at the bottom you see new home, new radio, and then library. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. Radio is another platform for streaming music. So now you can actually stream the radio online without actually using the antenna. So you can play the radio. Yeah. So you hit the library session on the tab lower there, and you notice the first thing on the list in your library is playlist. There's playlist, there's artists, there's albums. You tap on the playlist, and then you can hit the plus at the top corner, top right. So plus there, you give it a name as usual. Create new playlist, and then you can give it a name. You can add a photo to it, and then from there you add the music one by one. So you get to create it yourself one by one. Add music is there. Also, just the music is at the bottom. So add music. You search for the music you want, then you add it to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That it's cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Samuel. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobea Biritwum. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN. MTN, everywhere you go. We are having a conversation on digital music revolution, from those times when it was listening to CDs and now streaming online. We will be getting to the final session where we'll talk about AI and the future of music creation. But before that, join 9 lessons and carols. The 2025 December on Joy season is kicking off in style with an uplifting experience as your superstation Joy 99.7 FM brings you beautiful moments to relive the glorious story of the birth of Jesus Christ. It's Joy FM's Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols happening at the Labadi Beach Hotel on Saturday, 13 December 2025. It will be an evening filled with your favorite Christmas carols, drama, comedy, and powerful scripture readings. Experience live performances from Joe Metal, Quindalin, Pastor Ella Sumwa, Ufori Amponsa, Grace, Lexi the Comic, and many more. Grace Choral. This is a celebration of faith, joy, and togetherness that you simply can't miss. Remember, it's the Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols on 13 December at Labadi Beach Hotel. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. To attend this event, simply send the word invite, that's INVITE, with the hashtag Joy 9 lessons to 055 997 to reserve a seat. If you'd like to attend, send the word invite with the hashtag Joy 9 lessons to 055 997 to reserve a seat. Samuel, let's talk a bit about AI and the future of music creation. We know that now you even gave example of the Spotify and how you can even use AI to give your mood and then it can suggest songs to you and all that. So can we just talk a bit about that? There was a conversation. Someone thought about using AI to create music and then uploading it onto a platform and then making money from them. Can people actually do that? Can we just talk about it briefly?
Oh yeah, so AI music is how do you call it? It's here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's here to stay. It is not illegal. It's not wrong for you to be able to find a way of expressing yourself. That's what it's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Give people a chance to be able to express themselves in terms of creating their own music in their own style, reimagining old music or current music in another format. It's never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's art, but it's just that sometimes it feels as if you're stealing someone's concept to recreate your own. The only thing that is wrong with it is when you take someone's information or music or whatever they've created naturally for you to get money out of it.
Mm.
Yes, so there's nothing wrong with you recreating, as in creating stuff for TikTok and all that stuff. But immediately you begin to make money out of it, it's like you're ripping someone off. Someone sit down, create something beautiful, and then you take it to get money out of it. That is when it becomes wrong. So you can create music with AI, no mistake done there. You can, if you can make beats without copying anyone beats, no mistake done there. That you won't have any copyright issues. But if you are going out there taking someone's music, like someone creates a song, like a whole album, you just take a song out of it, recreate it in a slow mean or dance faster means or whatever means you just did, and repost as your own, it is totally wrong. Yes, that is when you can be flagged down and your account can be blocked, and then you don't make any music out of it. You can actually be taken to court because it's someone's how do you call it, right to have access to that for himself and himself alone. Anybody else can listen, but you taking it as your own is wrong. For anyone who wants to create music that is not by anyone, you create beats that is not for anyone. You create words that is not for anyone, and then you mix them together and you make your own music. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We are getting to the age where you can create your own content. So if I want to create my own music to be able to express myself, there's nothing wrong. It's not by force for you to go through that same rigorous steps that they did before in creating music to get to that. So I was saying the last time that you get to a point that everything will be flooded. Everybody will be able to create music. That's when the actual musicians will peak out.
Yeah.
Because if I can create, you can create. Everybody can create. You can express yourself. Like you can all sing. That's how you look like. Then the actual people who have the art itself can peak from the top. Yeah.
That's really so good. That's so good. At this point, we will take a listen to the quick tech fixes. We will be back after that.
Tech quick fixes and tips on Geek Squad. Looking to build a playlist that feels just right for any mood or moment? Here are simple tips to help you create one you'll enjoy every time you hit play. Start with a theme. Decide on the mood. Chill, workout, worship, road trips, or throwbacks. Mix familiar and new songs. Keep up with your favorites, but add a few new tracks for freshness. Use app recommendations. Most apps suggest songs that match your vibe. Explore them. Arrange songs intentionally. Put high energy tracks at the start or group songs by flow. Update often. Refresh with new finds so your playlist never gets boring. Build it your way and let the music follow your mood.
Welcome back. This is Geek Squad with your girl Adobea Biritwum. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN. MTN everywhere you go. I'm having a conversation with Samuel Boateng about the digital music revolution. Samuel, before we just wrap up, and I mean in wrapping up, what skills will the next generation need if they want to succeed in this new AI powered music industry?
I don't want to sound like cliche, But all you need is passion.
What you
For
need is
it,
passion.
yes. A passion and a dream. That's all. Because it becoming so easy to create. Someone just takes someone's songs and say, "Oh, I want to see it in the version of 80s," and then you just type it, and the AI will take over. If you have something in your heart, I saw one guy saying some gibberish thing blah, 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 online. Then the AI took it as letters and created a whole theme song on metal. There's a general called metal, a whole metal song on it, and it was fun to hear. I wanted to listen to the whole album on that.
Really?
It was great. It was gibberish words, but it had an expression. So it's going to get a point. Everyone will be a musician, everyone will be a DJ, and we'll all have fun. And the actual musicians will pick out. I said everyone should just get involved. It's about having the passion for it and just put yourself out there.
Any final words? 30 seconds.
Bless everyone out there who is ready to join this stream. I think we should all try to enjoy ourselves by trying these platforms. You can try Spotify for free for a while, and then if it works for you, fine. All the other free ones, you can just try them out. Then you can make payments later.
Yeah. It's so good. I mean, we've learned a lot in these past 2 weeks talking about where music listening started from and where it is currently. I mean, who knows the future? Can you just guess what probably will be happening? I'm sure people who used to listen to the Walkman back then didn't think now music would just be so available over the internet. We'll be playing that.
We'll be playing ahead.
But we've shared a lot. If you missed last week's conversation, you can check it out on either Facebook or YouTube at Joy 99.7 FM. We had that streamed live, and today as well we streamed live. So a very big thank you, listener, for joining in the conversation, and thank you to you, Samuel Boateng, for joining me. A very big thank you to my producer, Prince Safo, Mirabel, and the entire team. We had a very good time during our team bonding, and this is a special good evening and a shout out to the team at Calbank, the Treasury Department at the headquarters. Thank you so much for making that journey to Ho a very interesting one. Up next is news by Michael Ashali. Stay tuned.